with each of these exercises, I'd like you to spend a few minutes, 4 times a day, doing these exercises. And what we would like you to do is we would like you to lean into the stretch that we're asking you to do for about 10 seconds, gradually increasing the range slowly through that time, and then perhaps having a little rest at the end of that 10-second period. Whether it's a wrist exercise or a finger exercise, we'd like to come to the end of the range and just work it a little bit more until up to 10 seconds you can get as much of that as you possibly can and then have a rest. Here are some more general exercises that you can do in order to try to improve the range of movement in your fingers. What I'd like you to do is try to flex your fingers slowly, stretching into over about a 10-second period to try to improve the flexion range of your fingers. And that involves all your fingers, and it's best if you do them all at once. And I'd like you to try to bring your nail as close as you can to what we call the distal palmar crease. And you can measure this yourself in centimeters on a daily basis to see how far you are and see if you're making progress between your nail and your distal palmar crease. You can then use your other hand to try to improve that range by pushing on the back of the nail using your other hand and get the nail as close as you can to the palm, remembering to roll your knuckles forward in order to help you to achieve that. When you get as far as you can do what the hand therapists call place and hold exercises. So you place it as hard as you can into the hand and then try to hold it with your tendons on the inside, pulling as hard as you can to try to keep it there. Sometimes they'll spring back a little bit when you let go with the other hand. And then you can have a relax and rest after about 10 seconds. I then want you to work on extension, because that'll often become stiff as well if you just work on flexion, so you should work on straightening your fingers out as much as you possibly can. Now with extension there are often specialist exercises that your hand therapist will have told you, but for general stiffness in the hand, what I'd like you to do is just simply work on trying to get your fingers straight and remember that all fingers have hyperextension as well, so it's quite important to try to get your hyperextension back as well.